All right, here it is, May the 2nd, and I'm going to give you a little description of what I've done. And I don't know if there's any chance of success or total failure, but can't know at least until you try. And it's so hard to determine a lot of things that I'm just kind of shooting from the hip here. So here's what happened. On April the 30th at 11:30 a.m. Half my hive swarmed out of this hive that we're looking at right now. Drew a big funnel right here in the middle of the wildflower area between the two hives and landed up in the top of that first tree in the corner over there. That'll be on another video and, and pictures and whatever. But for today, I've taken, there's numerous queen cells that they've already started to produce. I have an empty hive over there, and what I've done is taken 3 combs, at least 1 queen cell on one of them, and transferred it to the other hive. Now this one here has a numerous amount of queen cells in it. Being as I know when it swarmed and all that, I'm not bothering with it. It's only been 3 days, but I figure maybe it's an opportunity to have this hive filled. So what I have done right now at this moment, as you can see, that the center entrance is the only entrance to it right now. That's the one with the 3 corks in it. I've got it completely corked off so that the worker bees that are in there right now will stay in there, and for the time being at least. And here they are. If it's hard for me to even see through this thing here, as you can see the shadow there. I think you can see some bees there. So I've got these 3 combs, and right there in the middle, if I can get out of the sunlight, is, I'm just going to run it back and forth real slow, is one of the queen cells. And you can see there's a fair amount of worker bees in there, and there's some brood, and there's some drone brood and whatnot in this. And so what I'm doing, and I got a little bit of juice in there so they have something to feed on if they need to. They've slowed down considerably. I guess they must have gored getting ready for the swarm. But whatever the case is, if I can split this hive, which I've done, but I've only taken 3 combs, and I have some older combs that are there and some that are cut off right next to it also, so that they can immediately begin to build on. But I'm going to keep this blocked off for the time being on the front, just to hold them in there, to get their scent, to get their adjustment to where they are, and to separate them from the other hive. And then I probably will just leave that on for the night, assuming it's sunny, as you can see, but it's not that hot out, and so they should be fairly comfortable. Plus I've got to drop that bottom board down a little bit so that the varroa mites will fall out of it. And it's plenty warm enough now. As you can see, I have that particular one here that way, with the bottom board separated a little bit, and there's a screen right above it, and the varroa mites just drop down below it. So this is the plan. Well, I don't even know if you know, you could call it a plan. It's a it's a shot in the dark maybe, but I didn't want to take too much from here. I'm wondering maybe I should have took a 4th comb, build a little better consistency over there. but I just wanted to be careful not to, with them trying to requeen after the swarm, I didn't want to damage the psyche of this colony here, I guess you might say. And if I only lose 3 comb, can still gain at least 1 hive. I'll be satisfied with that. If I end up getting this established and get a queen growing in the other one, hey, we're even better off. If I lose everything, well, you can't win if you don't try. So I'm just trying, and I've kind of, given it a shot. We'll see what happens, and I'll keep you updated on it, and as soon as I can get more knowledge of what I got going on and if it's actually working. Okay, signing off.